He leads the side out for his second match in charge and makes 5 changes from the 2-1 victory over Carolina Core last Saturday. I think the best news, though, if you are a fan of the orange and blue, is if you look on the bench, Kenji Mbomadem, their top scorer and playmaker, is available for selection tonight. He's missed the last 5 matches, so as we gear into the second half, keep your eye on the action on the touchline. That is your look at the Cincinnati 11, known for their obdurate backline. It will have to be stingy tonight to get anything from this fixture. Well, we welcome you into beautiful Montclair State University. It is just shy of 88 degrees and sunny. Hearing word, though, no hydration break as temperatures are set to drop precipitously over the course of these 90 minutes. Well, it is New York Red Bulls 2 in their classic red kits with the white numbers. They'll be going from left to right on your screen. FC Cincinnati 2, the white with the blue hoops, and the orange numbers going from right to left. Should make for an intriguing clash. Red Bulls 2's last defeat, in fact, came against FC Cincinnati 2. It was a 3-1 defeat on April 20th. Since then, rather difficult to defeat. We'll see if they can get a measure of revenge tonight. Underway here from MSU Soccer Park. Taken within swing towards the heart of the area. It's not dealt with properly. Walter's still in a mess for it. Still scrapping and finally stabbed away by the Cincinnati defense. Himself and Dennis Yengor, probably the creators of the best opportunities thus far for Red Bulls 2. Another in-swinger toward the near post this time, cleared off the line and back into Walter's gloves. You just wonder, does this maybe clear the line? Davila, Daly in space, looking back through for Andres Davila, who's down in the area. And the referee may have just pointed to the spot. Let's get another look here. You see the through ball. Davila definitely wrong sides Colahuazo here, although it's not much contact on this, and the referee does not. And it's saved by Stokes. Follow-up, Bastion. Tega Ikoba on the score sheet, and Cincinnati in front. It is an FC Cincinnati 2 side that entered halftime 2-0 to the good, the first time these two teams met this season. We'll see if they can replicate that here. Bogac getting beyond Adnan. Victor Bogac in space, lays it off to Benedetti, curls it in! A 5th in 5 matches for Nuhan Benedetti, and Red Bulls 2's level. He is a man in scorching hot form and adds another sensational tally to the litter. It's created by Bogac, who lays it off so well, and then Benedetti just opens up his hips. Kumana. One back by Jarvis. Numbers for Red Bulls 2 now. Hall on the far side. This is still Julian Hall off the post, and Bogac finishes it off. Red Bulls 2 flips it on its head. 2-1 New York. Two goals in as many minutes for New York Red Bulls 2. Jarvis snatching it back. Long throw, does reach the area. Quick turn from Davila, what a finish that is! In unlikely fashion, Cincinnati level, just before halftime. And there is the halftime whistle. What a way to close the first for Cincinnati. Davila on the quick half turn, just lashing at it on the half volley. Red Bulls 2 looked like they had this under control, but a first goal of Andres Davila's Cincinnati tenure sends Cincinnati level into the break. All hangs in the balance here between the orange and blue and Red Bulls 2. The question is if anyone can get the upper hand in the final 45. We are back underway now. It is a rather loaded bench despite being without a few key pieces. Of course, Andy Rojas with Costa Rica in the Gold Cup currently in action right now. Benedetti threading it through. Jimenez down in the area, and no hesitation from our referee. An immediate point to the spot, and Red Bulls 2 a chance to surge in front from 12 yards. It's a really clever ball from Benedetti. The defender, just a product of the Red Bulls Academy, stares down Paul Walters from the spot. Hall converts. A well-taken penalty into the bottom left, and New York is back in front shortly after the restart. Well, it seems perhaps they've unlocked their second gear, and they did it rather quickly. Benedetti, his invention to thread this through to Mihair. Second ball collected by Adnan, as far as Mehmeti now, and numbers on this near side. This is Hall, the goal scorer. Cutting it across, just over the bar from Benedetti. That would have capped off a sensational move. You see it ushered wide, the cutback, and the first-time effort from Benedetti, who was now Jarvis again. Options forward as well. Looks through for Jimenez. Good stop from Walters. Space for Mboma Dem to operate. And this is where he's at his most lethal. Davila. Across. Ikoba in space. Excellent stop from Stokes. A match-defining stop. Mboma Dem carving the defense apart like a knife. And then an excellent ball from Davila. This could unravel before all is said and done. And it may well have. Davila chipping the goalkeeper, and it's wide. What a chance that was. Well, a catastrophic mistake from Jair Colahuaso, and Davila onto it. He just tries to chip Stokes, has him in no man's land, and is well off target. Flashed a sensational bit of finishing to close the first half. But that was a brutal miscue. And Mboma Dem through to Davila again. Daly has options in the box. Lays it off for Mboma Dem! Just wide. What an effort this was. Just curls this on his left foot. And just can't curl it enough. He is in swinger towards the near post, and it's in! Cincinnati is level. It was in the vicinity of Ikoba. It's a question of whether this took a touch or if it's an Olympico. And it appears it's actually neither. Mosquera. Bit of invention in those boots. Clever ball through to Afori. At the back post now and just wide. It all comes off the boots of Mosquera. What a ball this is to delete two defenders. Afori tries to drag it through the keeper's legs. Errant pass. Caicedo onto it. This is Mboma Dem. Too close to the near post, and Stokes is all over it. It's likely the final break for New York before an impending penalty shootout, and it's one that comes before they can create anything of it tonight. Ikoba rolling it home with confidence and a promising start for the orange and blue. Ghost replacement here. He just waits for Stokes to dive the wrong way and then places it after the little hop step. Very well taken. Now it will be Rafael Mosquera to begin things for Red Bulls 2. In Plaza Amador Loni, 3 of 3 on penalties here this season. Someone who most recently scored in the Carolina Core shootout. He has also scored once in actual match play outside of a shootout. Mosquera against Walters. Mosquera right down the middle. Just puts his laces through this. And Walters guessing the wrong way. Discipline penalty, no nonsense as well. He just picks a spot just beyond the midway point, sends Walters the wrong way with his hips. Well taken, as now Kenji Mbomadem will be the next man to test his nerves from 12 yards. His return from a 5-match absence. He's made his only penalty attempt this year against New York City FC 2 on April 9th in what was a shootout victory. And Mbomadem against Stokes. And rolling it in again. This time, proper placement. Nothing fancy about it. He just waits for Stokes to dive and sends it the exact opposite direction, nestling it into the bottom right. Well taken penalty, and now it sets up the first teamer, Dennis Yengor, in his first appearance in Next Pro, gets his first taste of a penalty shootout. 21-year-old who has played in the second tier of Norwegian football, now gets his first crack at Next Pro shootout, and it's off the bar. The question is, did it cross the line? And it did not, according to our official. Advantage Cincinnati. Nearly had a bar down finish. Peter Mangione, who missed a penalty in regulation. His effort was saved before Ikoba converted. And this time, Stokes guesses the right way, but can't reach it. 3-1 advantage now for Cincinnati. Nerves of steel here for Mangione. Stokes does guess the right way. It is just inches off from pairing it out of trouble. And now it sets up Roald Mitchell in his long-awaited return to New York Red Bulls 2, hoping to avoid his side being pushed to the brink here. It is Mitchell's first shootout of the season and his first appearance of the year. And he delivers. A strike. And Locker finishes. Cincinnati a perfect 5 of 5, and they secure an additional point against the Eastern Conference leaders. Clinical penalty this from Locker. Charges it low, no nonsense, into the bottom right.